The show is about to begin. Please take your seats. Ensure that you are on mute and that you are in full screen mode. Flash photography and recording are not permitted as to not distract the performers. No usage of cell phones are permitted in the theater. Keep them turned off and in your pocket. Please, buckle up, ensure that all restraints are tightly fastened, and keep all hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Wait, this is an online recital? Please disregard what you've been told. Enjoy the show. I really can't hear you because this is pre-recorded before and this is now, and you guys are all at home and I'm here. It's kind of awkward. I'm yelling this out into an empty room. Hope you guys enjoyed the trailer video for today's recital. That was a lot of fun to put together, going back throughout all those clips I had from all the students throughout the years. It was a nice trip down memory lane. I really enjoyed putting that together. So I've got some cue cards here, so forgive me if I'm reading from the cards and not addressing you directly. I'm just terrible at remembering what I have to say, and I've got a lot to say. But we will get to the students' performances. That's what you're here for. You're not here to hear me speak. So, first off, I want to welcome everyone to Eager Studios' Spring Quarantine Virtual Recital. This is our second official studio recital, and our first one ever to be done in the spring and also through a virtual medium on Zoom. Pretty fun stuff. We have a tremendous lineup for you all today and some extra entertaining components towards the middle of today's program for everybody that's watching. Just some numbers for you guys. We have over 40 students performing. That's an Eager Studios record. I mean, we've only had 2 recitals, so it's not hard to beat. But last fall, we had 22 students, I believe, performing, and now we have over 40. The final numbers aren't quite in yet at this moment, but we do have over 40 students, and that includes both in-studio performances and those who will call in from home to perform their pieces. So since we have so many performers, today's recital will be split into 2 parts. We'll have 2 acts. Act 1 will start here shortly, then we'll take a brief intermission, and then we'll continue with the second act. We do encourage everyone to stick around for the entire thing and to support all performers. It's super discouraging to a performer to see on their Zoom screen, John has left the meeting. And we'll also know who it is that leaves the meeting. So you don't want to be that guy or gal. Stick around to the end, please. All of our students will highly thank you, and I will thank you as well. A couple of recital etiquette recommendations. Now, this is a little bit different than a regular recital, so the usual things don't apply, but there are some recommendations that I have for you all. 1, please remain muted during the duration of the recital. Future me would have muted you all before we started rolling this video. Please leave yourself muted so as not to interrupt the enjoyment of the viewing experience for everyone else. Feel free to clap at home. This is number 2. Feel free to clap at home just as you would a live performance. It shows your support, shows your enthusiasm, and overall, it's just much more fun because it feels like you're actually there. Number 3, send encouraging messages through the chat. So if you have a performer and you want to tell them good job, well done, send it over in the chat. It'll populate on their chat box. It should not interfere with the video. And lastly, have fun. Please have fun with all of the performances. I know our students had a lot of fun performing, and you guys should have fun at home as well while you're watching this. Please break into your recital packs that I provided to everyone, popcorn and candy and snacks, and your recital programs there to follow along with all of our performers. So for anyone who's interested in knowing, putting all this together took me about 16 hours, not including the time spent recording the students in the studio. And thanks to the power of editing, what you're looking at now was the last thing that I did. So if I look a little bit more disheveled now than I do later, that's why. I haven't shaved in about a week. So it takes a lot of energy and time and resources to put this together. If you enjoy the recital, please take a moment and visit paypal.me/eagerstudios and leave a small donation. So all the proceeds and donations will be matched by myself and the studio up to $500. And these donations will go to serve as a funding mechanism for our scholarship fund, which will provide scholarships for music education, either locally here in the studio for those who can't afford it, or for graduating seniors who are planning on pursuing music in higher education. Before we get started with the recital today, I wanted to play a couple rounds of music trivia to see who knows their music pop culture. Alrighty. Let me see where I have those cards stashed away. Here we go. Question number 1. Eye of the Tiger was the theme tune to the 80s hit movie Rocky III. Which band sang it? Oh, wait. Shout out the answers if you got it. The band's name is Survivor. So if you're in the younger population, you probably don't know that question, so none of the students probably got that right. I'm sure all the parents did, though, at least those who like the Rocky movie. Question number 2. Who in 2012 became the second female artist to win 6 Grammy Awards in one night? This one should be a little bit easier for the younger crowd, also for the parents. Who's the second female artist to win 6 Grammys in one night? That's a lot of Grammys. The answer is Adele. If you guessed Adele, you're correct. If not, you should probably brush up on your pop culture. Let's find another one. Here we go. Here's an easy one for everyone. What kind of musical instrument is a Fender Stratocaster? Fender Stratocaster. What kind of musical instrument is a Fender Stratocaster? If you guessed electric guitar, you're right. And I got one last trivia question for you for this round. Bassist Casey Abrams performs with which world-touring, genre-bending band? Just a fun fact, bassists are usually the least well-known in a band group. Everyone likes to know the guitarist, the drummer, the singer, but the poor bassist, man, he's out of luck. So bassist Casey Abrams performs with the world-touring band known as Postmodern Jukebox. And for those of you who know me personally or just have spent some time in the studio before we start lessons, you guys know that I'm a huge Postmodern Jukebox fan. I love their stuff. And so I reached out to Casey Abrams, and he had this to say for our Eager Studio students and families.
Hey, what's up, Joseph? This is Casey Abrams. Hope all is well with you. I hear that you own a music lesson studio vibe, and there's a virtual recital that's happening. I think it's today, Saturday, May 23rd. So I just wanted to wish all the Eager Studio students and families I want to wish you a very happy recital day. Much love to you guys. Keep killing it. Keeping up with the music. Keep rocking on. Keep on rocking me, baby. 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 Baby, baby, yeah. Anyway, keep rocking on, you guys, from Casey Abrams and Joseph. Much love to you guys. Keep killing it.
Thanks so much, Casey Abrams. We really appreciate that message. That was super cool of him to have done that for us. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, got you guys inspired and pumped up. That guy's a kick butt bass player. Check out some Postmodern Jukebox if you guys have the chance. So now that we've had some fun, we'll get back to some more fun during the intermission. Got some stuff planned for everyone. Let's get on with the show. I would like to formally, as of this moment right now, present the Eager Studios Spring 2020 Spring Quarantine Recital. So first up on our Spring Quarantine Recital, we have Titus performing the graduation song. So Titus asked me if I could read out these 2020 grads, which he'll be playing the song in honor for. Jonathan, Jaden, Brady, Truitt, Hazel, and Camilla. 2020 grads, congratulations. Take it away. Next up for today's recital, on the piano we have Matthew Alford performing Love Somebody. Next up on this musical morning, we have Brandon Gomes on the guitar, and he'll be performing Rockin' Robin. up, we have Hattie on the piano, and she'll be performing a song called Balloons. Next up, we have Lexi Lewis on the clarinet performing America. Next up, we have Kinsley on the piano, and she'll be performing a song called Fuzzy Wuzzy. Next up on the piano, we have Malia Alford, and she'll be performing Christopher Columbus. Next up, we have Rolando on the baritone ukulele, and he's going to perform a song entitled Merrily We Roll Along. Next up, we're moving back onto the piano with Valerie, and she'll be performing a song entitled The Zoo. Now we're going to take a quick little detour to showcase some of our students who recorded their recital from home and submitted their information. I'd like to present them to you now.
Hello, my name is Isabella Baltazar. I play the flute. Today we'll be performing Lightly Row. Hi, my name is Haley Long. I play piano, and I will be performing My Clever Pup.
Now we're moving on to the percussion side of things, and on the snare drum we have Nathaniel Gonzalez, and he'll be performing a song called Remix. One, two, ready, and... I'd like to take this time before we move on to make a sincere apology to one of our students. After the first day of recording the recital, we happened to lose some footage. Video was lost, audio was still intact. But luckily we were able to salvage a recording from a side angle, something we were trying to do that didn't quite pan out, so luckily we did it on that first day. So here we have Crew Vieira on the snare drum performing his song titled Aura Lee. Up on our spring quarantine recital, we have Aaron Juarez, and he'll be performing a song on the piano entitled Look at Me. we have Arjun on the piano, and he just graduated from Book 1 into Book 2. So for that, he'll be performing a song entitled The Graduation Song. Next up, we have Magnus on the piano, and he'll be performing a song for you guys called Morning Prayer. Next up on the guitar, we have Aiden Cruz, and he'll be performing a rendition of Blues. Close to intermission, we have 3 students left. Next up on the docket is Kaylee Pereira on the piano, and she'll be performing a song entitled What Can We Do? Next up on our musical morning, we have Egan Santos on the trumpet, and he'll be accompanied by Mr. Ryan Avila, and they'll be performing a duet entitled Aura Lee.
One, two, ready, go.
Next up, we have Peyton Baseman on the piano, and he'll be playing a jazz song for you called Cool Blues. We've made it to the end of our first act. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the performances so far. Huge congratulations to all the students who have performed. Give yourself a nice pat on the back if you can reach it. You're probably more limber than I am. If not, have brother, sister, mom, dad pat you on the back. Gently, gently. Good. So we'll now take a brief intermission from performances so that you can use the restroom, get a snack refill, or just kind of unwind from paying deep attention into all the musical performances. Sometimes it takes a lot of energy just to be in the presence of so much awesomeness. So I totally understand why you'd want to take a break. And I don't fault you for it. That's why I threw it in here. So in this intermission, we'll be showcasing a couple of instructor performances with Ryan and myself, as well as our studio dance-off video. So don't go too far. Make it a quick bathroom break, make it a quick snack refill, but come right back because you don't want to miss this. In the meantime, I do want to remind you all to visit paypal.me/eagerstudios if you are enjoying today's performances and want to contribute to music scholarship. Again, a reminder, we are matching up to $500 of donations to fund the scholarship campaign. Hopefully we can help some students in need get some nice music education. We also have our Eager for Music t-shirts. If you look on the back of your programs, you see Egan there smiling, presenting the Eager for Music t-shirt. Those are $25 at our website, eagerformusic.com, and the proceeds of the shirts also go to fund music scholarship. We do not match the shirt sales, just the donations, But if you have contributed and you also want a t-shirt, go for it. They're nice t-shirts. They're super comfortable. Hanes brand. They're great. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. We are doing a pre-order right now, so get them now so we can get the order in before the summer starts so you can get your shirt as soon as possible. I want to thank you all on behalf of Eager Studios and myself and Ryan for your generous support in donating and purchasing our shirts, giving to scholarship and helping kids in need. Please enjoy the following performances.
In me, every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants a blast of magic, 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 oh. I got the magic in me.
Trick that I let tempo blow your mind. Pick a verse, any verse, I hypnotize you with every line. I'll need a volunteer, how about you with the eyes? Come on down to the front, stay right here and don't be shy. I have you time traveling, have your mind babbling. People trying to inherit the skills, so they asking it. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes in. I see mind freak like, what's up man, what's happening? So come on, come on, and see the show tonight. Prepare to be astounded, no ghost or poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio, I never told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man, I float on cloud nine.
I got the magic in me.
I got the magic, baby.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Yes, it turns to gold.
Everybody knows I got the magic in me.
I got the magic, baby.
When I hit the floor, the girls snapping at me.
They be snapping, baby.
Everybody wants a
So what'd you guys think? No, you guys don't answer. Remember, now you guys are in the future, and I'm not actually, I'm in an empty room. Okay, I'm kidding. You guys understand that by now. Bad jokes galore. I apologize. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the sketches, the performances, and the student dance-off. And hopefully you guys got your snack buckets refilled and use your restroom breaks wisely. The last video that was shown was Ryan and myself playing some improv jazz, and I'd like to formally announce for the first time that if you would like to learn how to improv, which means pretty much just make up something on the fly, as I did in that video, probably couldn't tell, could you? If you'd like to learn improv jazz, then I'll ask you guys to sign up for our Jazz Summer Camp, which will be held July 7th through the 9th from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 2.5 hours, my apologies, 2.5 hours a day for 3 days. And we're going to teach your students, you guys, how to make up something on the fly, some tips and tricks and nifty skills. That way, whenever you have a friend come over and says, play me something, you can make something up right on the spot. You won't even know it. If you do want to sign up for the summer camp, please visit bit.ly/ESJazzJuly to save your seat. We're only accepting 10 students per session due to the whole social distancing guidelines recommended by the CDC. So if we do fill up, don't worry, we will open up another class option later in July. So let's now continue with our spring quarantine recital with the rest of our students. I welcome you all to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show. Next up, we have Thomas Luttrell on the piano, and he'll be performing Make Mine Pepperoni. Next up, we have Brian Spencer on the piano, and he'll be performing a song entitled Sonatina. Next up, we have Holly on the guitar, and she'll be performing Simple Gifts. Continuing on this musical morning, we have Andrew Carrasco on the piano, and he will be performing Hayride. Next up, we have Logan Lewis on the alto saxophone performing a duet entitled In the Gloaming. Next up, we have Iviana on the piano, and she'll be performing Minuet and Trio. Next up, we have Alexa on the piano, and she'll be performing Money Can't Buy Everything. Next up, we have Nora on the ukulele, and we are going to perform a duet entitled You've Got a Friend in Me. One, two, ready? Next up, we're moving back to the piano with Taryn Medeiros, and he'll be performing a song entitled Fanfare and Cannon. going to take another brief little detour to showcase some more home recordings that were submitted to us over the last week. Please enjoy these home recordings. Take it away.
Hello, my name is David Baltazar. I play the piano, and I'll be performing Buttered Popcorn.
I play the saxophone, and today I will be performing Zardoz.
Hello, my name is Carson Herrick, and on the piano I'll be playing The Clown.
Next up on the snare drum, we have Noah Fernandez, and he will be performing Can Can. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Next up on our spring quarantine recital, back on the snare drum, we have Julian Vielma, and he'll be performing Hungarian Dance Number 5. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Next up, we have Stefano Olvera on the guitar, and he'll be performing Time Is On My Side. today's recital, we are going to move on to McKenna Menezes on the alto saxophone, and she will be performing How Far I'll Go from the movie Moana. One, two, ready. As we wind down on the day's performances, we move on to Casey Luttrell on the piano performing What a Wonderful World. Next up, we have Genevieve Miller on the guitar, and we'll be performing a duet from the Disney movie Hercules entitled Go the Distance. We have Cara Santos on the clarinet, and she'll be performing A Whole New World from the Disney movie Aladdin. we're now on the final leg of the spring quarantine recital. But coming up next, we have Savannah Medeiros on the piano. She'll be performing a song entitled Malagueña. As our spring recital winds down to an end, we've got 2 students left. Next up is Zenaida Guzman on the piano. She'll be performing a song from the movie The Sound of Music, and the name of the piece is entitled My Favorite Things. Our final student to perform in this year's spring quarantine recital is Bryson George on the guitar, and we'll be performing a duet entitled Take Me Home, Country Roads. seems that we've made it to the end of the spring quarantine recital. Hope you guys enjoyed it and had a lot of fun watching it from home. I know I had a lot of fun putting this all together using some of my extraneous skills in editing and photography, videography, and all that good stuff. We will upload the entire video to YouTube right now. So actually, if you go and check, it's probably already going to be up, hopefully. Knock on piano. And the individual clips of all of our student performers will be uploaded to our Facebook page. We'll also be selling USB drives of the entire performance, including your child's individual set and the photos that we took here at the studio, just in case you guys want to have a hard copy. If you are interested in a USB drive with the entire performance and the extra stuff, please email me, joseph@eagerstudios.com, and I'll give you more information. So before we leave, I wanted to remind everyone of a few things. Number one, donations are still being accepted until the end of the week, or until tomorrow, I guess. PayPal.me/eagerstudios. Remember, if we could get to $500, we'll match it. That'd be $1,000 going to fund music scholarship. Number two, t-shirt pre-order sale will be going on throughout the end of next week, hopefully. Coming in June, we'll have the batches ordered. So if you do want an Eager for Music t-shirt, visit eagerformusic.com. Number three, our jazz camp. If you want to sign up and save your seat, remember we're only accepting 10 students. That will be bit.ly/ESJazzJuly. Number four, I want to remind everyone that there is no class next week. We ended today, actually yesterday, marks the end of the spring session. We take a week off and then we enter right into the summer session June 1st, which brings me to number 5. The summer sessions that begin June 1st, we will be reopening the studio and also having online lessons available. So if you do want to come into the studio for your lesson, feel free to do so. If you want to remain online doing Zoom lessons, you're also welcome to for the remainder of the summer. You do not have to register your child again for the summer. I got a couple emails and inquiries about that, about how summer works. If you're in the program, remember you're in year-round. It's a recurring membership. You go from one to the next to the next. Just like a gym, just recurring. So you do not have to register or re-register for the summer. You're already in. Lastly, we are accepting new students throughout the summer and for the continuation of the year. If you and your students have had a great experience here, had fun with the recital, or anything like that, and you know someone who is interested in pursuing music or wants to advance their current skills, they want to get up in chair in their band, or just want to pick up a new hobby, please let them know that they can contact us. We are always accepting new students, and as a thank you, we do offer you 10% off your next month's tuition for every person who signs up, and they also get 10% discount if they come from you. Last but not least, I know I said the last one was the last, but this is the last. My handwriting is really, really small. Be sure to follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram @Eager Studios. We do have a Twitter account, but we're not active on there. So Instagram and Facebook to keep up to date with all studio news. And if you enjoyed today's recital, please leave us a Facebook or Google review talking about your experience and how much you enjoyed it or what you didn't like or anything. Just if you have a good experience in class, in lessons, if you are pleased with the recital, let us know. Your reviews mean so much to us. It helps us reach more potential clients and expand our Eager family. And before we go, I just wanted to thank everyone who made this event possible. First and foremost, the parents. Thank you so much for your never-ending support and your encouragement for your students. With this whole transition, you guys are rock stars. I know this hasn't been an easy transition for anybody, but parents, you guys have gone from parents to teacher to event coordinator to IT manager to chef, everything. You guys are now doing everything. And to ensure that each and every day your students are logging in to their Zoom lessons and practicing, and some of you sit beside your students and help them out while I'm helping someone else. That's super cool, and words can never, ever, ever be enough to describe how thankful I am for everything that you guys do for your kids and for me in the studio. I really, really appreciate you guys. Without you, none of this is possible. Number 2, students. I want to thank you guys for your courage and your eagerness to learn. It's tough to come up and perform, probably even more so when there's no one watching, because you know it's being recorded, and for some reason that's almost a little bit more terrifying that you're playing for a machine and not for actual people. So to have the courage to come up here on this makeshift stage and to perform your hearts out, and then me ask you to do a dance party, I mean, some of you guys just blew my mind with how great you guys are and how eager you guys are always to learn. Just this whole transition's got me mind blown. You guys are always wanting to learn new things, get more into theory. You guys have excelled so much throughout the last couple months and throughout this entire semester, and I'm super proud of you guys. Thank you to all the students for a tremendous job. I'm going to give a round of applause. Everybody's probably clapping right now, or not, but I am. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And I wanted to thank Ryan, Mr. Ryan, for everything that he does here. He takes care of probably a quarter of you guys now, teaching and guiding you guys along. He helped out with the technology of this thing. He's setting up our jazz curriculum. He accompanied me and some students. He just does a tremendous job, and without him, I'd be overburdened with so much stuff. As the studio grows, more and more burden gets put on me, and I've found that Ryan takes a lot of that away, and he's self-motivated to do things for the studio. So Ryan, thank you very, very much for everything that you do. That's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy Sunday. I cannot wait to have an awesome summer with you all. Enjoy your week off, and I'll see you guys next week.